Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Paulio Jr. and to the other side of me, as always,
Two
CJ's
five
Info.
25 podcasts in. CJ's info. Chris, what's happening, guys? We are 25 podcasts in. Welcome back again. What's going on, Paul?
Not much, man. You said it. Yeah, so a quarter of the way to 100. After we finish this podcast and have it uploaded and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
Um, so a week feels like forever when we haven't done a podcast.
it really does, man.
So
I always look forward to the next podcast.
yeah, or whatever happens, it's like I'm doing something or you're doing something and you work
Yeah.
different shifts, blah, 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 all that good stuff. So before we actually like go into, any of the topics that Chris and I decided to talk about in this podcast, number one, before we start here, so we are finally, and I didn't even get a notification on this, but Chris saw it, and we are now on Pandora, which is phenomenal. So now we
Yep.
can actually say that we are on all of the top platforms:
Yeah.
Pandora, Spotify, Apple, and Google. Those are the four. Those are the four most um, listened to platforms, for podcasts. So,
Yeah,
um,
including I said it in the discussion as well, and I told Paul I found out this isn't new. This is actually old, but Spotify has acquired Anchor, but it doesn't mean that Anchor's going away. It's just that they acquired them, and they're still going to be separate, websites and podcasts
right,
that
right.
just own Anchor now. So,
I look at it as like when Google bought YouTube. So
mhm.
I mean, even though they put new rules and stuff like that, but YouTube still stayed its own entity
Yeah, that's a good
when
point.
Google purchased it. Like, all right, you do your thing, like everything's going well over there.
Yeah,
Um, you
I
know,
agree with
we're
that.
we're gonna micromanage you a lot more, but
Yeah.
but we're gonna keep you around. They're the second most visited website. It's Google and then YouTube.
Wow.
And then Facebook's number three.
And then the Inner Circle podcast is the
Yeah, the inner
third.
circle. Yeah, it's number four. It's right behind Facebook,
Right.
the Inner Circle podcast. So, um, and then just on other news, we are so this Friday, which will be the 31st. Oh no, I'm sorry,
November
which would be the
1st.
first, November 1st.
Right.
So get your entries in now for the Inner Circle podcast Amazon gift card
Giveaways.
giveaway
Yeah.
because it ends at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the giveaway to actually have your entry count. There, no duplicate entries will be accepted. If you have two, then if there's any duplicate ones, then they're not going to count basically.
Right. And
So
I noticed that we were at 140 subscribers, and we dropped down to 138. So I
I
just
saw that
want
last
to
night too.
just mention something that if you feel like you're unsubscribing because you didn't win something, or you feel like whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but I just don't unsubscribe because you may have a chance to win, and if you don't win, we're still going to do giveaways in the future where you can still win, and we do our own giveaways on our own channels, so check them out. And I don't recommend unsubscribing. It just I know one of these podcasts is going to do something for you. So,
Yeah, I mean, well, for this channel, we actually haven't even announced any winners yet
right.
for the Inner Circle podcast. So it's possible that that people are going to unsubscribe.
Yeah. Come and go.
It's just going to happen. So I've done it in the past with other channels where for whatever reason I loved them and then I fell out of love with them for whatever, even like someone like PewDiePie who I used to watch all the time, and then as it continued, even though we haven't been around that long,
Yeah.
you know, but I've unsubscribed from plenty of channels. But I don't know. I mean, we're definitely going to be very biased
Yeah.
about our content, So, but as far as we haven't done any giveaways yet. I mean, we haven't completed a giveaway.
Yeah, we haven't completed it yet.
So, but yeah, I mean, people are going to leave and so forth. And, the people that are going to recognize, decent content when they hear it or see it will definitely stay. The people that don't, we wish you the best of luck, but, we always hope you come back.
Definitely.
There's billions of people on this planet. We will definitely be okay.
We'll be fine.
Yeah. And then, I was telling you before we started that it's weird. Like about a week and a half ago, I chipped. There's it's not I don't know if it's considered a molar, but it's like in the back, and like 80% of the tooth is chipped off, is gone.
Wow.
And so I can stick my tongue where the tooth was.
And how did you chip it?
Well, it was already starting to go, and
Okay.
I forget I chewed into something and it just came out.
Wow.
So, and I haven't done anything with it. So, and I hate going to the dentist. So I just, so I actually got long story short, I used to do this stuff. It's just called oil pulling. A lot of people know about it, where you rinse your mouth with coconut oil for 15 minutes. And it's supposed to be really good if you have an infection, or even just for whatchamacallit. It's good for your gut biome. It's good for scratches and cuts. You can actually put it coconut oil on scratches and cuts, but it also takes the bacteria out of your mouth, and sometimes it can take plaque off your teeth.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Crazy. So I just started doing that, and actually my tooth didn't start. It usually hurts as soon as I wake up, and it didn't start hurting until 5 minutes into doing this. Into doing this podcast. So anyway,
I'll get to the dentist and get that taken care of.
Yeah,
for the next podcast. So
we'll see.
I'll come pull it out myself.
Yeah, if I had needle nose pliers, I think I might.
Carly pulled her tooth out. I think she can do that for you.
Yeah, I think baby teeth are a little different than molars and stuff like that. That's that's a whole nother ballgame. People have done it, but it's horrible.
Yeah.
I don't even think there's anything to grab. It's it's really small. No. It'd be tough to grab it. So I'm just.
Oh, well, I'm gonna grab it. We're gonna pull it out.
You can't even grab. I'm telling you, man. I've been messing with it. No,
we're gonna pull it out.
You might see me during the podcast, just messing with it. But so we definitely have some really cool stuff that for this podcast that Chris found some nice stuff. It's stuff that I didn't even know about. It's a good thing that you don't live under a rock as much as I do, and I just find obscure stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I know you wanted to go into the four major cellular networks are doing something pretty incredible for Android phones.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of, I'm sharing the screen. This is on businessinsider.com. It kind of reminds me of the iPhone with the iMessaging, and now Android is basically doing the same thing, and they're combining their carriers to say, hey, we want something like an iMessage, but we're going to call it, something else. So they're Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, and T-Mobile formed a joint venture, the Cross Carrier Messaging Initiative, CCMI, will establish a new messaging standard with Rich Communication Services, RCS.
Okay.
By the end of 2020 is when they're looking to have this finalized, launching the new app messaging for the Android devices, and it'll work with Samsung and Google across their platforms.
Which are obviously the major the major Android platforms.
Right. So basically just like the iMessage, it will be for Android, but not for iPhone, just for the Androids. I would like to see something where, Paul and I had talked about this, where we could talk or send messages smoothly between Android and iPhone. I wish there was some kind of universal Oh, what's this right here? Actually, this might be part of it. It
Apple
says,
support. Okay.
so enabling Android messages to better compete with iMessage, which Apple supports across iOS. So
It's just for
basically,
them to compete. Okay, it's enabling them to compete with iMessage,
okay, so
but
that's
not
still not
necessarily
okay.
saying like
Yeah,
you can still send regular texts and so forth. But with
right.
iMessage, you have to be online or you have to
Yeah,
have some kind of service,
you need
and
a
that's
Wi-Fi connection or something.
that's the one thing I do like about it's old school. They call it SMS or what was it
Yeah, so
MMS.
SMS and MMS. So basically, it will upgrade over the existing formats of what you just said.
Right. So
So
we're not going to see this huge. We're not going to see like this big difference. It's just going to be a different standard application for doing messages, for sending text messages. That's all it is.
yeah,
But it's just
so
going to
that
have more what you call.
it will enable dynamic communication between consumers and businesses, migrating away from existing over-the-top OTT, which is like stuff like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and GroupMe. They want to get away from that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah, because I liked I haven't used WhatsApp in a while, but I
I
did
use it
like.
to talk to my brother over in the UK.
Yeah, that's definitely huge for talking to people, across seas and so forth.
Right.
Where you just need data. But I like Google Voice, or I'm sorry, not Google Voice, Google
Google
Duo.
Duo. Yeah, we use that, you and I.
Google Duo is really good for talking to people face to face.
I mean, FaceTime is good too for overseas. So I mean, they're both WhatsApp and FaceTime. Like, if your person is Apple, I would go with FaceTime. If they're an Android overseas, I would go with WhatsApp. You know,
Yeah,
or Facebook Messenger. But it seems like with this new system, they're trying to get away from all these other apps.
right. They're trying to minimize it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean the Google products aren't going anywhere. So as far as if you're just trying to do a video conference or a video call, then I think Google Duo is one of like the smoothest ones
Yeah.
between Android and Android or Android and iPhone. But
We also
obviously,
have Zoom.
yeah, you can do Zoom. You can do
Zoom.
Skype is obviously one of the largest ones. But
Yeah, Skype.
Duo is just so easy. It's just like
Yeah.
once you're logged in on your phone,
Excuse me.
once you're logged in on your phone on your Gmail account, you just install Duo and that's it. And then you tap a button for whoever you want to talk to, and then it's pretty clear, even when you're not on the Wi-Fi. Unless you have a crappy connection, it's actually pretty decent. So, so this was. Do you have anything else to say about that? About
No,
the
I
four?
mean, no, go ahead. What do you have next?
Oh no, yeah. So this is actually a channel that I stumbled upon randomly, and the channel is called Data is Beautiful. That's the name of the channel. So now I'm not going to play any of the music in this because you don't need it.
Okay.
But what it is so they make this channel has only been around for 3 months, and look, they have 630,000 subscribers.
Wow.
So now
That's nuts.
so what they do is they pick different topics. So this one is most sold video games of all time. So of all time, from 1989 to 2019.
Forever.
Yeah. So this is pretty short, but if you're watching it on YouTube, it is.
Oh wow.
It's I don't know what it is.
That's
about
so cool,
it.
man.
Yeah, it's so simple.
They're smart, man. That was a smart idea.
This is a great idea.
That was really smart.
So they're showing, okay, it's 1992,
Frogger's still
Q1.
hanging in there.
Yeah.
Mario took over. Tetris is taking over.
Yep. And then,
Tetris is huge.
Oh, yeah.
Myst. What the hell is Myst?
I never heard of Myst. So this is 1994.
Huh.
And
wow.
So we're seeing which games are moving ahead. It doesn't matter what platform they're on. It's just the video game itself.
That's cool. I like this, man.
So you see,
definitely smart.
See, okay, look at Pokemon Red and
Pokemon.
Blue. They came in 1996,
Nice.
and it keeps going. They get up there. Pokemon Red and Blue,
I really
obviously.
want to know what Mist is about. Probably
Yeah.
wasn't that good if it wasn't. It's all at the
Well, I
bottom.
mean, it's on. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still in the top, whatever, top 10.
Pokemon's starting to get a little wild, moving its way up.
Where's that? Yeah, Pokemon's like number 6,
It's
number
like in the middle
5,
now. It's
number
getting up there.
4.
Yeah, Pokemon's killing it.
So I don't know if this counts for like. I guess it would count because, like, say Tetris, that's on a bunch of different platforms.
Yeah, dude, Tetris. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody loved Tetris.
But wait till you
Yeah,
see.
The Sims was a real big thing. I remember when that came out. That was like
Yeah, Sims was huge.
animated like humans. Like that was just something unheard of or something.
Okay, then GTA San Andreas came out 2005.
Damn. Well, and then
GTA
you're.
Vice
I don't. I
City.
mean, they're not. So I'm not saying they're not including all games, but they're only counting the top.
The top,
Top.
like the top selling games, basically.
Okay. How is
That's
Tetris still up there?
dude. Because
What?
I don't know how they do that. Because look at We Play, how that just jumped up.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So I mean, what?
Yeah.
What are they buying with Tetris? Like
Right.
the computer? I mean, what?
Modern
The
Warfare
hell?
2 comes in.
Modern Warfare. Where's the Modern Warfare 1?
It never reached this. It never reached these
Oh,
numbers.
wow.
Never reached 22
I see,
million.
yeah. Call of Duty, Black
yeah.
Ops 2.
Look at Minecraft. Boom.
What year was that? 2012?
2004. Yeah, 2014.
You might as well just put PewDiePie in 2012. They should have
2000.
just named it PewDiePie.
I don't know if he was playing, but it didn't matter. I mean, the thing was just so big. It was just such a great.
Tetris is slowly like going down. So far, still holding it though.
Yeah, but it's
Grand
just these
Theft
other
Auto
ones
5,
kill
wow.
it. Yeah. PUBG. Okay, there goes PUBG when that came in, and look how fast that came in too.
Yeah, PUBG was pretty big, and then all of a sudden it's going to be what's it called?
Okay, so there you go. There's
what the heck's that called? The other game? It's like PUBG, Fortnite.
Yeah. So, but that was free. I don't know if it's like by download or by
yeah. It's confusing.
Yeah, best selling video game.
Okay.
So that's why Fortnite. That's
Tetris
why any free
came in
games
fourth place. I mean, it was in first for a long time.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
nuts. I guess they like really kept Tetris going.
But they have
made it better and better. I don't know.
I don't know if it was just because they were on a bunch of different platforms and so forth.
Oh wow, that's all they do is this kind of stuff.
That's it.
Holy cow!
And like the best, like I'm not going to play any other ones just because they're a little bit longer. But
yeah,
like Marvel versus DC, most money grossing movies.
These guys are smart, man. This is definitely
great
cool stuff to watch.
This is a fantastic idea.
We should have came up with this shit.
I wish we did, man, because like, it's such a niche channel.
Yeah.
So, and it's like even if you tried to do something like this, it would be a blatant ripoff.
Yeah.
Of them. Like
they've already got this in the bag.
No question.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's apps, but
that was clever.
Cool, It's just like I don't know why, even though it's not like super entertaining, it's just like
we're seeing a lot more of this kind of stuff now. Like I'm starting to see things on YouTube where it's like people are taking pictures of their kids. Or someone's taking a picture of their kid or even themselves
like every day.
And then they're making this compilation video of them, how they're looking or how they're growing, and that's the kind of stuff that people like.
Yeah, the cool thing about the channel that I just showed you was that they can just get data that's already been available.
Yeah.
And they could just make a video right now
or something.
Yeah, that's it. They just get everything that's available right now and then just make that. So
I can't see it being that difficult.
No, I don't think it's difficult. I think they might be using some like proprietary program.
Yeah.
Because don't get me wrong, I scoured the internet looking for something like that. I was like, I want to check this out.
So they got something going. They want to share.
It looks like he actually made it himself.
Well, possibly,
That's what it looks like because supposedly the guy's like a computer engineer.
Yeah.
So
It's like your
Um,
dad or something. So your dad did
yeah, yeah, my dad made it. So
it.
good job, Dad. Um,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Congrats.
Now moving on. So I mean, we were just kind of on a video game topic,
Yeah,
but
this kind of like popped up out of nowhere. It was kind of weird. We all know PS5 and that new Xbox are going to come out. All of a sudden, Paul and I were looking around, and Sony saying they already trademarked the next
mm,
five consoles. I guess would be 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, and
and
more.
more. Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, the next five. They're like, nope, nope, you're not going to do it. You're
Nope.
not going to steal our name here. So they trademarked 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for
Yeah.
Sony. So another 40 years of PlayStation, I'm sure, as long as the planet's here.
I hope so, man. I hope. Well, as long as I'm
Yeah,
alive, I hope
I
it's
think
still
we'll be
here.
all right. So yeah, this is from IGN. This is literally like an hour ago that Sony claimed that they trademarked the next five, console names, or at
Yeah.
least the basic names.
Right. Right. Yeah. PS4, because that's how people are gonna
Yeah.
respond to them. You know, that's how they're gonna say it. Say the.
So sorry guys, if you were thinking of trademarking these numbers, it's already taking. So
That's
Paul
what.
Sam 6 7, Paul Sam 8, Sorry, Paul Sam. It's already done with. So
That
that's all
would
I
be.
got for that.
Now we have. That's okay. Before you go on to the next thing, the one thing that's cool is it's not as prevalent anymore as if you would buy like a domain name, like a .com name, and you'd hold on to it and say it was like PlayStation.com or something like that. Then the company would actually get a hold of you saying, we want to buy your domain.
Okay.
Just as if you had those, if you had those trademarks,
Yeah.
they would come after you, not come after you, but they would approach you and say, hey, we really want to buy these trademarks off of you, and then you would get
So
it.
you say I want $1 million.
Yeah, you'd be set forever because they're not going to say no. They're not going to.
We should have bought them .coms, PS5.6.com, PS8.
The only one I bought, I thought it would have done well, but I bought StreamHBO.com.
Oh, really?
StreamHBO.com, and I thought that would have been a decent seller.
Huh.
And I've tried to put it up for sale a million times, and nobody.
Wow.
Nobody's going. I've had watchers, but no one's purchased it.
It's interesting.
So I thought it would be something easy for like HBO to use.
Yeah,
just
that would make sense. I mean,
yeah, Stream HBO. It's easy. It's easy to remember. So, but whatever.
That's interesting.
Okay, so now we're stepping out of the video game genre pretty much for the most part.
Yeah, heading into movies a little bit.
Yeah. So if you want to talk about the first one, then I'll go to the other two after that.
All right. So as I told Paul, my wife and I, for her birthday, I took her out to this place. It's pretty cool. It's called the Movie Tavern. Have you ever been there, Paul?
Oh, yeah. Where you eat and watch the movie.
Yeah. So we never been there, neither one of us. This one was out in Flowertown, PA. I know they actually have them around the country, so it's not like it's a Pennsylvania thing. They have them other states.
Yeah.
You sit down and you eat. They bring you food. They did bring us the wrong food originally. But
you have a blue button? You have
there's a little button
yeah.
Press. Wonder if I could just pull up their website so people, if they've never heard of this. So we saw a movie called Countdown, which is about an app that apparently tells you when you're going to die. But this is real quick, Movie Tavern. Is this their website? This is Fandango. Let me see.
That's just Movie Tavern.
So it's Marcus Theaters are the owners. It's a small setup, but it's really like comfortable. It's you see like you get food. Well, it's not like that, but you get food, a tray that goes in front of you. They have a lot of locations. Look at the locations. Illinois, Iowa, a lot of states in here. So they're not just only in one state.
No California, huh? I mean, I'm sure California has something else.
Yeah. But. So Marcus Theater, Movie Tavern is what it's called. You can have groups and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, we saw this movie called The Countdown, and this is definitely a freaky movie. I mean, if you are into horror or thrill movies, you definitely got to see this. We really enjoyed it. It kept us on our toes, kept the heart pounding. And so it's when a nurse downloads an app that claims to predict the moment a person will die. It tells her she only has 3 days to live. With the clock ticking, a figure haunting her, she must find a way to save her life before the time runs out. So I'll play this so you guys can get a little bit of the trailer just to see what,
we're gonna get a couple copyright claims.
A couple
on this
of copyright strikes.
So even though it's going to be fair use, so
I'm not playing the sound right now. Just playing the video here so you guys can see. So it's just apps. So there's the app. That's what it looks like. It looks like a bull. Now I'll play the sound a little bit so you guys can get it here.
That's the guy from
Nurse
Jackie. Yeah, I can hear it.
So that's the sound it makes as it starts to count down.
It's fake, obviously.
My girlfriend said the same thing.
It's really creepy. I mean, it really freaks you out, man. And then I was wondering, like,
that app said she was gonna die.
Is this app like real? Is this in real life? So apparently it was. There is a real app. I actually looked at it. It's on the Apple Store and it's on
Google Play.
It's on Google. Yeah.
So what's the name of the app called? Okay, there's my boy.
Yeah, there's Paul's boy, Tom Segura.
Yep, Tom Segura.
Yeah. So he was a good guy in the movie. He is the one in charge of this. Like, kind of remind me of Paul because Paul actually had a storefront where he was fixing people's cell phones, and that's what Tom is doing in the movie here. So she's bringing the phone to him, trying to get this app off of her phone because it won't disappear. And it's like counting down, telling her when she's going to die. And she's just like freaking out. So this movie's freaky, man. Really freaky.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
Definitely got to watch it.
Much worse than
They're going to see a priest to figure out how to, stop all this and yada yada. I don't want to spoil it for people, but it's definitely worth watching. So I looked it up on my app store, and it is legitimately an app. It is legitimately an app in your app store, Apple and Android. And a guy named Ryan Boyling made the app when the trailer of the movie came out, and then the company STX of the movie ended up buying the app out apparently. Right, so here's my YouTube channel. I'm just going to play a little bit of me bringing the app and seeing when I'm supposedly going to die and when the demons are going to torment me.
And just,
so this is my YouTube
this
channel.
Whole movie and see what my
give you a date.
Yeah, it gives you a date, exact year, month, seconds.
Now in the movie, what was kind of funny is that there's a user agreement and terms and conditions. So when people download apps or download applications on computers, nobody ever
reads. Did you lose your voice?
Can you hear it? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did you lose your voice?
They always
no. It's just
agree and they never read it.
I guess it's just movie, me talking.
There's things that are in that terms of conditions that if you don't.
Let's just see when you're gonna die.
So I'm just gonna.
Well, the thing is, like in the movie, what the point was that people never read the terms of services user agreement. So what happens is in the movie it says that the user agreement was broken because they didn't read it, and they basically they changed their fate. Like, so if you say tomorrow you're going to go to the dentist for your tooth, and you're like, no, forget that, I'm going to cancel it. Well, you broke your user agreement because maybe tomorrow you were supposed to die when the guy was drilling in your mouth and maybe he messes up. So if you cancel or do something in real life, you break your user agreement. So that's what I was showing you here. I was trying to read what it says.
I just wanted to see when you die.
Yeah, and that's the thing is nobody wants to read this. Nobody cares about user agreements. They just accept it. So it goes, do you accept it? And then it's like, where's the play button?
You can scroll through and read. User shall.
Do you accept your fate?
How do you want to read this? That's what we're talking about. Like, I don't want to read it because it's just silly. Like, why would you want to sit here and read something? But if you don't read it,
so I'll just fast forward.
I agree. Just
see, but if anybody has
do you
something,
accept your fate? Yes or no? So if you don't want to read it, you're just like, oh yeah, I accept my fate. Blah blah blah.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, if there was
All right, I accept my fate.
if there was something
this
that
is my
was
death date.
insane,
Pretty shaken up here. Not sure what's gonna happen. I don't know how long
yeah,
it
it's
is
gonna show
until
you.
I die.
So I got 7 years.
7 years.
Supposedly.
I have 7 years. So I'm 31 right now. I have my birthday's coming up. I'll be 32 December.
About 39 years old. I'm supposedly going to die.
7 years.
So
to the
is that
countdown
staying
app.
the same every time you go into it?
Something's
I
flashing.
ended up deleting it, and it
Something
came
just
back,
flashed.
and
My
it
phone
still
just
had
started
the same
flashing.
countdown.
Really? Maybe because
Yeah.
it was like your
Here's 300 days, 12
your
hours.
certain
My location or something. I don't know.
56
or just your username and whatnot.
Well, yeah, I didn't download. I didn't put any
die.
username or anything.
You have
No, because you're logged in under something on your phone.
your other people's countdown.
Do you hear that? Do you hear?
Which
Yeah,
they
I can
did
hear it.
have in the movie too.
So it's like making all these sounds, making this
My
crazy
phone's
stuff.
making
My
noises
phone
and
was
stuff.
flashing. It was pretty wild. So if you want to download it and find out, but I don't know what this is about. It's in the app. People showing it off.
Yeah.
So
or something.
I could see, I mean, unfortunately, I could see this like freaking people out.
Making noises, which they
So,
happen.
Yeah.
And as you get closer to your time,
So, yeah.
demons actually
Even though
come.
obviously it's, not true at all, but
Yeah.
it's just unfortunate. I bet you people would look at that and go like write it like on a calendar somewhere. Like this
I delete into my video on my channel. I actually deleted the app and it went away, and I showed people it didn't come back. So maybe when I'm 39, I'll go and re-download it and see if I'm going to die or not. But
yeah, we'll find
some
out.
YouTube guy made the video of his was down to 0, and in his video, his mom and dad were with him, and basically it started singing "Ring Around the Rosie," pocket full of posies.
So
And
stupid.
basically, the dad's like, "Sorry, son, you got to go back to work and school." So,
yeah.
basically, nothing happens in real life.
Well, yeah, I hope not. What I was saying earlier was that if anybody, of course, a lot of people don't read the full terms and agreements to anything.
No,
But
we don't.
If there was some, they still have to submit that. So,
Yeah.
and if somebody whoever it was, has to read it first, like they don't just submit it and put it on like a website. Like it has to go through people, and people have to read the whole thing.
Well, they could
and
be
make
like,
sure it's legitimate.
if you delete the app, you will owe $5,000. Like,
Right, no,
they
no,
could
so-
say something like that, and you're like, "Yeah, I agree."
Yeah. Number one, there's always somebody that's going to read the whole thing.
Yeah.
Number two, a lot of times it has to go through some sort of like agency for you to read that, for that to be appropriate, because they'll be like, no, this is insane. Like,
Well,
this,
apparently,
like,
if you change your fate in the user agreement, you break the user agreement, and then the demons come after you.
Yeah. So anybody who would ever see that would be like, this is fuck. This
So, are
is
you going to
retarded.
download it, Paul, real quick, and find out?
No, I'm not. I'm not interested in that at all.
Oh man.
So I don't care. I'll probably end up dying tomorrow anyway.
Oh man, no!
So
We need you on the podcast.
I upload one more. You can do the giveaway by yourself.
Oh, great!
Okay,
Hey guys,
so,
CJ's info with
Paul's dead.
Paul. He downloaded the death app, the countdown, and he died.
Yeah, it showed when he died. So now,
What is this now?
continuing with movies. So
Again
this
with
is
another
called-
Star Wars?
yeah, this is the Mandalorian, but it doesn't look like it's going to be on in movie theaters. It looks like it'll probably be streaming on their service, on Disney's.
What, as a TV show or like a?
No, as the movie, like it's going to be
wow.
part of their part of Disney's streaming service. And it's
Wow,
called-
that's intense. If it's not going to play in the movies,
no, and it looks fantastic. I'll put it up.
that is a really smart call on their end.
Let me just fast forward through.
Yeah, I mean, to not put this in the movies and keep it only on your streaming service, you're definitely going to get people to come to your service.
Oh yeah, no question. So yeah, still Lucasfilm Limited.
So this is not. This is one of them side spin-off things.
Yes. So it's about. A bounty hunter. I'm not sure if it's about.
That looks cool.
Would you agree?
But I'm not. So
Mandalorian.
there's a shitload of action in this. I mean, there's a ton of action.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it says streaming November 12th. So
yeah. So this is one of the more realistic ones. At least trailers that I've seen so far. But
I don't know, man. I think Apple's going to win on this one by not playing it in the movies and actually just keeping it on the streaming service.
Yeah, I mean,
that's really slick of them to do that for a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, either way they would. Either way, they own the rights to Star Wars. So
I feel like that kind of, for at least for Star Wars and big movies like this where there's repeated prequels and sequels, I think it kind of takes away the fun in going to the movies where people like dress up and all this kind of stuff. And I think you're taking away the fun of it all when you say, oh, you have to sit at home and watch this movie. To watch a Star Wars movie at home, like I never watched, and I'm saying I never, but I mean all the new ones I've always gone to the movies.
I think I only saw one, maybe two of the new ones in the theater, but I think they're just testing it. They have to test it out.
Yeah.
So they have to try it out and see.
I'm sure people are gonna have parties like in their house saying, "Hey, Star Wars, like come to my house, dress up," you know.
But they also have the new one coming out December 20th in the movie theaters as well. So
I wonder if maybe the spin-offs will only be on streaming and then the main numbered ones will be in the movies.
Right, which is how, I mean, even that
would make sense.
That's how it didn't go before. Before even the side stories were in the movie theater. So the Mandalorian will be the first one that is not in the movie theater. Now, just to keep going here. So this was basically for this past weekend. Wow. Joker wins another weekend box office with $18.9 million.
Huh.
Now it says total now at $277 million, but I think that is just in the United States.
Okay. I
believe, because I think Joker's global earnings are now sitting pretty at $849 million. So
what's the highest paid movie out there?
I
bet you that's on that data guy. That data
ever?
Yeah. I bet you it's on that data guy's
highest
channel.
Grossing movie of all time. Well, I bet you the Marvel movies, the Endgame.
I think it's Kung Pao.
Yeah, look.
Kung Pao.
Kung Pao's nowhere.
Lion King 7. Avengers Endgame. Wow.
Yeah, the Avengers movies, they always they did ridiculous. I mean, they did ridiculous numbers.
1 point was it?
This is Avatar. So
it's about billions.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Minions. I'm just going to go to
1.16 billion for Minions.
Yeah, I know Titanic's in there.
Titanic, it killed it.
So Avengers Endgame.
Wow.
So that was the last one.
$2.8 billion. That's nuts.
That's out. That's the box office.
Right.
That's not overall sales. Okay. Avatar 2.79 right underneath it.
Yeah.
And that was in 2009. Titanic.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, dude.
But look at this. Look at this. Director James Cameron.
Yeah.
Director James Cameron. Not for this one. This was different.
James Cameron sitting on quite a bit of money.
J.J. Abrams for Star Wars, Infinity Wars, Jurassic World. Wow, 1.67 billion. Now this is the new Lion King, not the old one.
The new one, yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
1.6. Huh. The Avengers 2012, 1.52.
I know Frozen 2 is going to be coming out. I don't know how big that's going to be, but I don't know if it's going to be like this.
This one was only big because he died in real life.
Yeah, I could. Yeah,
you know, not that he's a bad actor. What's his name again? Paul or
I forget.
So all these Avengers movies, Black Panther. I don't know why that was so big. Like it was good. It wasn't like amazing.
I didn't see it. I haven't seen it. Deathly
Okay.
Hallows. I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Surprised the Fantastic Beasts aren't up there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're not. Another Jurassic.
2018. I think I've seen that one. Yeah.
Frozen. Frozen. Yep, same thing.
That's one. Yeah, wait till 2 comes out.
Yeah,
it's
right.
coming out in December.
A new Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
So these are all the newer ones. Incredibles 2. Jesus Christ. The Fate of the Furious. Okay. Iron Man 3. And Minions. There you go. So besides Titanic, they've all been in the last 10 years.
Wow.
So 2009, which was Avatar, but Titanic was 1997. So, that was all I really wanted to show for the movies. So, like I said, December 20th, the new Star Wars movie's coming out. Not the side one, but the one that's part of the timeline is coming out. So, so
I got something funny with the Major League Baseball.
Yeah, this is a good one.
I'm going to share this. Before I get into that part of it, so I actually forgot. I mean, we've been talking about football a lot on the podcast, but baseball is like just so long to me. But if you haven't been watching, the World Series has been going on, and it's the Nationals. They're 2-3 versus Houston Astros. They're 3-2. This is for the World Series standings. 2-3 and 3-2.
So it's Game 6 tonight.
Game 6 is tonight. It's at 8:07, and then there's only one more game left. Would be tomorrow at 8:08. Okay, so what happened here is that on game number 5, was it game number 5? If I'm not mistaken, 2 women flashed Astros pitcher Garrett Cole at the World Series and received a lifetime ban, MLB ban.
Yep. Can't go to any game.
They were trying to raise awareness for breast cancer. So, were they really trying to do this? I don't know by the looks of them. But, again, during Game 5, they flashed their breast.
The boobies.
Yeah, their boobies or breast. And, they were doing it to raise breast cancer. But I don't know if I really believe it because it was also for this company promoting Shag Mag, which was it's a publication that they work for, and Shag Mag was on their like on their shirts, on their jackets. Okay. So here's this girl Julia who works for Shag Mag who was promoting it, and I have her letter here by the MLB commissioner,
vice president or whatever.
He says you attended on October 27th Game 5, Nationals, DC, you violated the fan code of conduct by exposing yourself during 7th inning in order to promote a business. You are also part of a scheme in which you induced others to expose themselves to promote the business. You are hereby banned from all Major League stadiums and facilities indefinitely. David Thomas, Vice President, Security and Ballpark, Commissioner, MLB.
They make it seem like she drugged them.
Yeah.
Yeah, which you induced. I mean, I know obviously that's a word for, getting somebody else to help you out. But
so that's from Men's Health. This is from the New York Post. Julia Rose, Lauren Summer, banned indefinitely after flashing. These are some pictures of her and this other woman. Shag Mag, you see it on their shirt there.
Yeah. So do you know what that magazine? It actually said it is a millennial Playboy.
Okay, so it's a Playboy,
but they're not showing everything though.
Right, and I mean they say that they're doing it for breast cancer, but I don't feel like I agree with that because that's not. To me, it's just not how you would go about, supporting breast cancer. If you want to support it, you donate or you raise money for women who have cancer and they're trying to diagnose, treat these cancers, make it go away, permanently treat it, I don't know if flashing my titties is that going to raise, I don't know.
What, man? I think we'd be surprised.
I could be wrong. And I did listen to her one video, Paul's got a picture here
Boobs.
of the actual photo, but he's got it.
It just says boobs during the World Series to be to all of America considered to be promoting a business. And obviously everything's crossed out here, but this was the actual live feed, and Chris already read the letter, but obviously we're not going to show anything on YouTube.
Yeah.
Get another copyright strike.
Like Susan G. Komen, I used to work for Dietz and Watson, and they support Susan G. Komen, which supports, the breast cancer and stuff like that. So that's a foundation that, is trying to cure breast cancer. So that's the kind of stuff. But it seems like from what I was listening to them is that they're trying to stop with society, how we're becoming so sensitive to women. Like they're saying if a guy can go to a baseball game without a shirt, why can't they? Why can't they show their breast if a guy can go and show his chest?
Yeah, that's something you could talk about forever.
So that's what they're really promoting. It's not really promoting breast cancer awareness. So
I guess the thing is like if say you're a teenager and say you're a teenage girl, I doubt that if you saw, I mean, I could be wrong, but if you saw like a man's chest, you'd be like, oh yeah. But if you're a teenage boy and you see, a nice pair of titties, and you're gonna like, if you're a teenage boy, oh my God, you're gonna go nuts.
Yeah. So I mean, I have a daughter, and I would never expect my daughter to do something like this. So I mean, I just, as a parent, I don't know, man. It's just so much surrounding this whole controversy. It's definitely a big ordeal.
It's just something that's gonna pass.
Personally, I don't think it was for breast cancer, but that's my own opinion. Anyway,
I have no idea.
I just wanted to finalize, let's get with the NFL standings, moving from the MLB. Patriots are becoming unstoppable, 8-0. They're 8-0 now. Last time they were 7-0. Let's check them out. Who else? I think it's the 49ers still. They are 7-0. So they're also unstoppable right now.
Is there anybody who hasn't won yet? Dolphins, holy shit.
Still have not won, 0-7, and the Bengals are getting worse.
God.
0-8. So
you got to be a diehard Bengals fan to keep up with that.
That's a shame,
Jesus
man. They
Christ.
can't even win one game.
That's
Dolphins
so
and
bad.
Bengals.
That's so. But the Bengals have not always, but for the most part, they've always sucked.
And the Eagles did win the last game they played. For you Eagles fans, so they played the Bills. They're 4-4 now, and I think somebody else is 4-4 over here. A couple teams, Jaguars and the Titans.
Right.
Sorry, another sneeze. So yeah, that's all I got for the NFL. We had a little bit of MLB in there, and not much more.
Yeah. So tonight could be the last game of the World Series.
It could be.
Could be. There could be one more. So
maybe more, breast flashing, boobie flashing.
Yeah. Dude, if you showed your wiener on TV, holy crap, God. Dude, you would not get just a letter that said you're not allowed at any more games.
No.
You would get like this, #MeToo.
Yeah,
kind of stuff. He showed his wiener, but people show their boobs. They're just like, all right, just don't let him in any more games. You show him a dick pic, you're going to jail, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Public indecency, was it?
Yeah. Public indecency.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't get that, but they're women, so I guess they can. Yeah,
it's just tatas.
So, just
tatas. So
I know some Wawa associate. Her name is Tahira, and she likes to be called Tata. So I thought that's pretty funny.
I know someone that used to be called TT.
And I've been hearing this thing going around town. I don't know if you heard this, Paul. The people are saying, "What do you do?" They say, "What it do?"
What it do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've heard that.
I've been hearing it lately. Is this something that they're bringing back?
I feel
what
like
it do? Because I'm about to look it up because I'm a little curious about what it do. Is this a Philly thing? Is it coming back to
I
Philadelphia?
don't think it's a Philly thing, man. I've seen it in movies before. What it do?
Does what it do? I mean, obviously, it's like what it do? The Bay Area, Oakland,
coined in California. What it do?
It's Paul Wilkin. Fly like a pelican inside my skin. I got first gay skeleton. What?
Just
okay.
Forget it.
His colloquial speech for English. How are you doing? Hello. What is going on? Is used rhetorically, re-emphasizing practice of some African American or Hispanics. Yo, dog, what it do?
Yeah, I don't think we need to dive too deep into into slang that you're hearing around Wawa and stuff like that.
I don't know. I've been hearing it lately. I don't know. So I just want to know, is there just something new going on that I'm not aware of?
What it do? No, I think there are new terms that are made up, that are always made up or brought back. But
yeah.
But you can't say, like, there's certain things that, like, maybe from the 70s that you would try and say now, and it just would not happen.
Yeah.
Even something like as simple as, like, oh, that's boss. You'd be like,
right.
No. Like, you don't use it.
Yeah.
Whatever. What's happening? I don't know anything. Hey, what's up, my brother?
Well, I know there's a new handshake going around too. There's always new handshakes. So they're like, you shake the hand, and like you go like this, you go up like this or something, and then you bring it back, and it's just something weird, like, you know.
Yeah.
Some new handshake going around too.
I'm cool with a lot of times I go in for a regular handshake.
Yeah.
But the people will start to do that one where they turn and then you
grab.
They
go. Then we go like this, you know.
And you're like, what just happened? Just trying to have like a regular professional handshake.
Right.
A gentleman's handshake. That's what it is. This is like the, yo, we're cool.
Then you got the fist pump, you know.
Yeah. Not
anyway,
meet someone for the first time.
Halloween is Friday, October 31st. You have to get in on that giveaway. If you want that money, get in on it. You make sure your stuff is public. Please make sure it's public. We're going to find out. We're going to check to make sure that you're being honest and public. If not, then you will not win. So you have literally
go ahead.
Paul, two and a half days left to get in on the $25 Amazon gift card giveaway on this channel. And the winner will be selected Friday. We will do a podcast, and then we will pick the winner at the end of the podcast.
Right. Correct? It could be in the middle. So you're going to have to stay tuned.
Yeah, you're going to have to wait it out and actually watch us for once in your life.
Yeah. None of this average, like 6-7 minutes crap.
Yeah, we're tired of the 6-7 minutes, guys. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Where's
Friday,
Tatanka Peaches? Bring her back.
Yeah, you're watching the whole thing because you don't know when it's going to appear.
What's his name who watched us from the get-go?
Esteban?
Yeah, Esteban. We need her. We need Tatanka. We need Tata. We need Julia.
Okay. There was someone, what's her name?
We need
Pretty Things Rock.
Pretty Things Rock. In. All right, come on, guys. Get in on this.
So, yeah, Friday. Hopefully, closer to, I guess the premiere would be closer to 3:30, 4-ish, roughly, on Friday, roughly. So, but, we'll make sure we have it scheduled for everybody to give everyone enough time to get in. So,
awesome.
But I got to take a piss really bad.
No, you don't.
So, what do you mean? All right.
Oh, man.
All right. 25 in the bag.
25 $25.
Time to go pee-pee. All right, guys. Later.